Dave, we've seen how this ballpark has responded to Clayton in the past. What are you kind of anticipating tonight, just knowing what's all at stake there?
What I think that I'm expecting a lot of anxiousness, a lot of excitement, energy, I think anticipation. This is one of those moments where where Dodger fans, you all have seen him for 18 years and watch his career kind of grow and everything that he's gone through, and to kind of get some finality. This is one of those moments that people are going to look back and go, I was there for the last time he started a home game at Dodger Stadium. So I think that's where a lot of those descriptors I used. Clayton, I think right now is trying to approach it as just another game that we need to win. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to be coming into town to support him. But I think for us it's the game, but obviously watching him keenly and seeing how he manages his emotions.
Skipper, how emotional a moment is this for you and your club?
It's emotional. I think that the guys are really wanting to play well, win the game for Clayton, for the Dodgers. But I haven't gone around and polled the guys. But I know it means a lot to them. And certainly what he said yesterday, that this is some of the most fun he's ever had with the ball club. He loves these guys, and what he's going to miss most about playing is spending time with them. Those are things that really resonate with his teammates, and so I expect a great performance all around.
The idea of playing 18 years in one uniform, I mean, obviously it's rare now. I mean, can that be overstated, the significance of that?
No, I don't think it can. I think in a world that people take the easy way out, chase short money, the grass is greener kind of adage, and not as the loyalty part of it is just not what it used to be. That's just my opinion. And so Clayton lives by those values, and it means something for him to wear the same uniform. And was it rocky? Was it uneasy at the negotiating table at times, and taking a little bit less, or betting on yourself, or whatever it might be, to remain a Dodger? Yeah. But I think for me, that's where I just gained a lot of respect for him.
I mean, over those 18 years, obviously, there were a lot of ups and downs with the postseason, especially to just kind of see the way that the relationship and interactions between him and the fans have transformed, especially over these last couple of years. Like, what has that been like, going from a guy who obviously had these great moments, but then also like difficult moments, to one that has gained like such kind of universal respect, it seems like? Well,
I think the universal respect is certainly warranted, 10 times over. I think the fans, there's always been accountability. Even when there was great success, which there's been certainly way more successes, there's always credit dished out to others and humility. And I think our fans are smart enough to understand, especially when you look back, the circumstances, that some of the things that happened, whether the 240 innings or pitching on very short rest multiple times in a postseason and never running from that, right? That responsibility as the ace. And so with that, you got to take on a lot of scrutiny or potential failures. And everything wasn't optimal for him. But he never complained about it, never made an excuse for it. And so I think the fans, certainly at his highest moments, have shown their love for him and support. And in those other times, I just think it's just the fans have been kind of hurting along with him, and wanting so much for such a guy that's been such a stalwart and a great, citizen, a person for this city and organization.
Some of the guys in there yesterday were saying like they were almost a little surprised he did it, like they thought he might just go into the offseason and not tell anyone he was going to retire? Are you kind of glad like it worked out this way where you guys are going to have a moment? Like
He's nailed it. They nailed it. He and Ellen nailed it. I think that, and I even told him, when he said it, I just felt that, I love the way that they're doing it for the fans, the media. They've earned it. They deserve it. And instead of kind of pulling the, whatever adage and kind of saying goodbye after the season, and not getting a chance to say goodbye. So this is great. Certainly an emotional day yesterday. He's ready to go today. And it's going to be a great weekend. And I think that we got Lon's got a bobblehead tomorrow probably. So it's going to be great. So the fans are going to be at the ballpark. A lot of 22 jerseys, and it's going to be great.
And respect for the fans, is that part of why you think you got so emotional at the parade this past year, just finally getting to get past maybe some of those postseason failures, be able to celebrate all collectively together?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why we made such a big deal about it last year, because in 20, none of us got the parade, and this guy at that point in time was, with us for 17 years, and then so to finally get a parade and to be able to kind of celebrate with the city, that's something that, he's waited a long time for that. So that's why he was so emotional, and we want to do it again.
Dave, 2008, Clayton's final start of his rookie year was against your San Francisco Giants. You were not in the starting lineup that day.
Yeah, Boch didn't play me that day. It's left-handed pitching.
Okay. Do you have any lingering memories of seeing a rookie Clayton Kershaw as an opposing hitter?
Yeah, he was just dominant. I remember in 2000. Was it spring of 7 or 8? It was his rookie year, and it was his first spring training. And Mark Sweeney was a member of the Dodgers at that time, and he was like, "Doc, there's this guy, this rookie. This guy's like Sandy Koufax 2.0. Wait till you see this guy." And so then you fast forward to the season, and you see what he does, and it was just great stuff. And it was uncomfortable and electric and all that stuff. And I'm glad I got to see it from the dugout.
How difficult might it be to treat today like just a regular game, given everything that he means to the franchise and to the city?
I think for me, I'm going to approach it like a regular game. I really am. We need to win this game. I think that Clayton wants that. And I think that this is fantastic having, people come out here and support, and I want it to be storybook as much as everyone does, and I hope it's perfect. But I'm going to play to win, but I would love it if we can get a great moment for Clayton as well, which I'm expecting.
Yeah, is this a little bit apropos that it's coming against the Giants, your biggest rival, and against a team that he's had so many marvelous performances against over the years?
It really is. All we need is Buster in the lineup and hit third. See if you can make that happen. It really is. They've had some great battles he's had some great battles with the Giants. This ballpark, he's had great memories, and it is definitely apropos that it's Dodgers Giants, a perfect. Was it Friday? Perfect Friday evening. It's going to be fun. It's perfect.
This may be a premature question, but have you gotten any sense of what is in his future, if maybe being a part of the Dodger organization is in his future?
No, I think right now he just wants to get through the season. Once that happens, be a dad, be a husband, and he'll have that opportunity, whatever opportunity he wants.
You got a roster move in the bullpen today?
Yeah, we're gonna activate Will Klein, and we're gonna IL Michael Kopech. And Michael, this is a tough one because obviously with what we've seen, it hasn't been consistent, and he's going through some things physically, and certainly it's pitchable, and those are his words, but it's just not the Kopech that the standard that he is as a pitcher. So we're gonna IL him, and I'm not exactly sure what kind of is the note, because there's actually a few of them. But man, this guy's such a great competitor, and so we'll see. We'll try to kind of reset him and see, and keep him alive for potentially the postseason.
Has he been dealing with these things since he came back from the knee surgery, or longer?
He has. It's just kind of been one of those things that it's just, if it's not one thing, it's something else. But again, it's pitchable, but just to the standard that we expect from him and he expects from himself, that's just not where it's at right now. And, you know, where we're at on the calendar, you know, we had to make a decision. Tough one.
Is Brock going to be another outing with OKC?
Yeah, Brock Stewart will pitch on Sunday with Roki. Roki will pitch on Sunday as well, and then then we'll get a couple looks at those guys and, you know, make a decision for next week.
What was the report on Brock? What did he struggle with last night?
You know, it was, I didn't see the video, the game, but it was just okay. You know, I think that the fastball velocity was fine. Maybe the slider wasn't as sharp, and it just wasn't as crisp. You know, so we'll see. Hopefully, he can, you know, have a better one on Sunday.
Hey, just one more, Clayton Kershaw. Would you be prone to ride him a little bit longer tonight? He's going well.
I think game score, you know, how his stuff is, pitch count, all that stuff I'll bake in. But for the question, yeah.
Will he get another one next week?
We'll see. I don't know, and it's just kind of how he comes out, how we end up. So I don't think anyone can answer that right now. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.